How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
We have defensive back Daryl Porter. We'll go straight into questions for Daryl.
Daryl, now that you've worked with Coach Jackson now for it's the second camp, what have you noticed about him? What's made the biggest impression on you about him?
I would say the way he coaches, he brings the confidence out you, makes sure that you're playing fun, doing whatever you got to do to make plays. I feel like he's going to be a really good coach for the guys that's younger than me.
And last year, you guys had a real veteran secondary with Cam and James and Jaden and TC and all those guys. Now it's a mix of guys. A lot of them haven't played much or they're younger. How does it feel, and what do you have to do as like kind of a veteran leader in the secondary?
I feel like I have to turn into a coach sometimes, telling them what everything that I know from experience on and off the field. I feel like I have to do more outside of football.
What's your biggest piece of advice to some of those younger guys who are coming in now?
Just play with confidence, be relaxed. Don't worry about you making mistakes. You're still young, you have a long way to go, and I feel like they're going to be fine.
Damari Brown specifically, how's he been doing?
He's really going to be really good. If not a first rounder. I feel like he has all the tools, attributes to be all-world corner, all-American. So I feel like he's going to be fine.
You've known him since he was a little one, but way back in high school days, just how much growth have you seen from him from your guys' days back at Heritage together?
I remember when he was about 5'11", about 160 pounds, bro. He was a young one, but he's doing well now. I feel like I'm taking him under my wing, and I feel like he's going to have a breakout season this year.
How are you a different player than you were last year? How are you a different player than you were last year?
I feel like I'm learning more little things that I didn't really see last year. Last year I feel like I was just out there playing, focused on who we had each week, but I feel like more I'm learning the game even more.
For you specifically, obviously you had a really good season last year, but maybe didn't get some of the recognition that you deserved. Does that sort of put a chip on your shoulder now for the season?
Man, I wake up with a chip on my shoulder every morning, man. I feel like I should be an All-American. I feel like I should be on these draft boards high, but things happen. But I feel like things will change after this year.
On the flip side of the field, how do you see the offense improving, and who are some of the receivers that you like taking reps against in practice?
I like taking reps against Isaiah Horton. He came a long way from last year. He looks like a new dude. Sam Brown, I know I've been going against him since West Virginia. That was my first roommate, so I already knew how he's going to come in. And then going to play at nickel with Xavier Restrepo. It's new to me, but I feel like he's getting me better each and every day.
Sam coming here? I mean, did you guys stay in touch since that first year?
Yeah, we've been talking since back for the past 2-3 years, but I didn't even know he was going to come down here. It was crazy.
What was your reaction when you found out he was coming?
I was excited, man. We actually live in the same apartment complex now, so get to see him whenever I want to. We just hang out, chill,
And you touched on it with a lot between the younger guys and transfers coming in and in the secondary. Just how do you feel the chemistry is starting to come along with you guys about 3.5 weeks away from things starting up?
Chemistry, everything's going well. I feel like we're getting tighter. From Robert Stafford to OJ, those guys are playing really, really well. Getting them some reps with the ones to get them prepared even more. And I feel like they're going to be really good too to come.
Do a couple more for Daryl.
And Daryl, I mean, like you mentioned, you originally roomed with Sam at West Virginia.
Yeah.
He goes to Houston. He's here by way of Houston. Devontae Brown, he went to UCF, came here. He goes to FSU.
Yeah.
It's like reuniting and seeing guys again, guys you knew from high school. With the state of college football these days, what's that like as someone who's been through the transfer process and seeing guys you've known come and go and all this stuff? What's that like? How do you guys handle that?
It's pretty cool. It's like free agency, honestly. Like, you never know who's going to be on your team years from now. And I feel like once this is all said and done, I go to the NFL, it could happen again when I get there.
How much do you balance? Like, I mean, obviously, like, it's cool. Like, if your friends come and rejoin the team.
Yeah.
I mean, how difficult does it make it to just, to stay meshed and stuff with your teammates?
I don't think it's difficult at all. I feel like now that they come down here, we can go out, hang out like we used to before, like in West Virginia.
You mentioned that you feel like you should get more attention, whatever it might be. interceptions for you. Is that a focal point? Obviously, it's a big stat. Has that been something you've been focusing on?
Of course, you know, I really want interceptions like everyone does, but I feel like last year I didn't get as many chances. Hopefully I get some more chances this year to make plays on the ball.
Awesome. Thanks, Daryl.
Thank you. Appreciate it.